Hello there. That's my second attempt to, or third one, to make a video about my time in Holland, in the Netherlands. So the thing is, first time I did it in car, didn't work good. Next time I tried to do it in Ukrainian, but it became too messy. Like I talk too much. Like there is so much to unpack. So let's get started. First of all, the reason why I left Ukraine. So last year the war started, and I didn't left the country after war started for like 2 or 3 months, and then I had the work problems. Like at my work, I worked in the library. They said that because they were paying us for the first month, it was at March. Was it March, I think? And long story short, they didn't want to pay me for May, and I needed to sit at home, and I couldn't handle it anymore because I was living alone and like not doing anything, just cleaning the apartment, washing your clothes, seeing your relatives from time to time, reading news. Thank God we had home groups, but it's like once a week. So life was really boring. So first of all, boredom, and second of all, work. I missed my work. And also like money, boredom, work. And first of all, I had opportunities. So I was looking for the ways to leave the country, and I had my good friend, actually my ex, because don't believe anyone that will say like, oh, he's just my friend and he's helping me just for no reason. Nobody will help you for no reason. Maybe you were close to them, or they want you to become. Nobody will help you. Just, you see, it's already 2 minutes and I'm talking so much. So again, why I left the country: boredom, money, work problem, and I had a person abroad who would help me. So second of all, why Holland? So I chose Holland. I didn't want to go Holland. Like I didn't want to leave the country at all, because I know only English, and also learned French in school. So for me, I wanted to go to the country to learn the language, or to practice the language. And in Netherlands, there was our mutual friend from Poland. Her name was Agnieszka. I met her when I was visiting Poland to make money on a factory job. Didn't went good. I can make another video about working in Poland, but that's another story. So her name was Agnieszka, and she was like, go to Holland, like we are working here in a good agency, like good salary, go here. So my ex was like, okay, we can't live together because we broke up, so it's better like I'll send you to her and she will help you. So he sent me to the Netherlands, and she didn't help me except she gave this agency name. This agency name was Quality, and they gave me a backpack. I could show you here, like, but I washed it. So they gave me a backpack and, like, you know, this cup that keeps heat inside. I forgot the name. So it was May, beginning of May. I wish I could show you, maybe I can pause it and show you the pictures of conditions, like of the place that I was living in, because I don't know how to edit the video. Yeah, you see, it was a small room, but there was like new flooring, new furniture. It was cheap but new. This the view from the window. I liked the window so much. It was like so high. Sorry, my drawstring. I went to the shop, so I was like, wow, I love this place. Why Netherlands are so cool. I met with Polish people and started to learn Polish. There was water real close. That's me. Just I went to the shop. Went to the shop because I needed to have a blanket. Again, view from the window. Oh, I have such a big flashbacks when I look. Metro system of Rotterdam. Metro system is cool there. I love it. Cool houses. Yeah. So that was. So I went to Netherlands, and first I went to Utrecht, and from Utrecht to some another city where this agency were, and they bring me to the Vladingard, I think. It's near to the Rotterdam, so around like 1 hour to the center, or half an hour on the metro. I think half an hour. So, and then after weekends I should have started work. So we move into the third part of this video, work in Holland. So I went on a cheese factory job, and I'll tell you right away that somehow they didn't like me. Like maybe I was weak, because I met the one girl. She was also from Zhytomyr, from the place that I am, but she was more fit, and her auntie also. So maybe that's why they stayed, but they fired me after 2 weeks. But still I made, I think, 700 euros after 2 weeks, working only like 8 hours. They brought me to the work. I didn't spend money on the road. They gave me an apartment, not apartment, but the room. So I had the room, I had the good conditions. They brought me to work, like everything was so perfect. And somehow Lilia, that other girl, she got the bad conditions. She didn't like it. And my living conditions were really good. I really wanted to stay, but I didn't. And then first part. So I met this guy on the street when I was lost. And I was asking him about the road. I saw some red flags, but at the same time, you know, I thought that my English is bad, because nobody was speaking English, so I didn't know, I couldn't test my level, you know. And this guy was talking good, so it was fun talk with him. I noticed that he is older, but he reminded me one teacher that we had. He was from America, that teacher. And I don't know. And I think that I was just lucky that they fired me and that I needed to go to the shelter. Because if I wouldn't go to the shelter, I would probably be involved with this guy. Because when I went to the shelter, he helped me to get to the shelter. So why do I even go to the shelter? So let's back up a little. I went to the shelter because my factory job, they fired me. They wasn't happy with me. Also, I had like bad attitude from colleagues all the time, and like every day for me it was a stress. So in this job you need to check cheese. Do they have holes in cheese or not, like, you know, the packaging. And I didn't understood at the beginning. And they took like, it looked looked at it. For example, this is cheese, and they do it like that. If there is a hole, they like print it back, and I didn't understand why do we do it even. And then I understood like this is a cheese, and we have like here la la la, this is cheese, and then you see like a hole here, so you do like this. So the hole will be under the stain and the cheese will not get spoiled. But that I understood only in the end. And also you need to make it fast. So somehow they hated me. They were like, you're doing bad, you're such a bad worker. One Ukrainian girl was like picking on me and just like eating me alive. Like I still don't know how to handle this. If I will came across again of this situation, I just don't even know. So they fired me and I didn't have all my documents. They said, we will make your documents, but they didn't. And because they didn't do my documents, I couldn't receive money, because for the bank system, you need to have certain like info, like registration, IBAN, not IBAN, but registration, like some kind of identification number, blah, blah. And I didn't have that. So I went to the Ukrainian house that is in Rotterdam, Plainweg 129, and there was people from municipality and a really good translator. So he listened to my story, talked with that people, and he said, you don't have documents, you need registration. So for you, it's the best option is to pack your things, pack your belongings, as Tyra said, and go to the shelter. So with this guy that I've met, we went to my to this room that they gave me. I packed my things and we went to the shelter, and he left me there. And from that moment, he became like really scared to be involved with me, that he will get in troubles. So if you have good intentions, why you will be scared? Well, he was older, a lot older than me. So that's that. I don't know why I didn't care. You see, just older men in Ukraine, it's like, but older men abroad, they like a bit like this celebrity. I don't know. I try to make myself better, but I think it was just attention. I don't know. The only guy that I'm not attracted to is Arabs. Sorry. I know they aren't attracted to me neither, so that's fine. Anyway, so he started to act weird and he said like, let's keep distance. I'm like, it's hard to say, hard to hear, but okay, let's keep distance. So there was like an option. You are going to the ship and you live with all the Ukrainians on that ship, and this process will be really fast, or you go to the host family. And I thought, I always wanted, when I was a child, there was this program that you can live in a host family abroad, and I missed the chance, so I really wanted to. I'm looking for the pictures. Oh, that's like friends that I made. This is from work on the cheese factory. Yeah, a lot of attention. And this is shelter. It was pretty empty because it was like not at the beginning, you know, it was already May. Sad face. food there. Food there was really good, so I was there. It's a view like close to that place. Conditions were really good there, so I chose to go with the host family, and I told them my story that my family is fine, I am fine, my apartment is fine, everything is fine, and they're like, I wanted to take someone who is really in a bad place, and you seems fine. Only thing is that you don't have documents and your job like don't pay you money. We got to think about it. So they thought about it and they decided to take me with them. And I was expecting, some kind of farm like far away. And then we go here, Nasalanda. Like, it's such a beautiful place with rich houses. Like, I'm poor person, so maybe for the rich person it's not rich, but for me it's rich. I'll try. I'm trying to show you. See, there is water and houses in between. And this family, they talked really good English. Like Hans had a level of C1 and Ines probably B2. So because I was around them and were talking with them and spending time with them, slowly like my English improved. You see a swan swimming there. That was the view from my room that they gave me. So I started to live with my host family. This man Hans was 62. He was retired, and his wife Ines was 52, 11 years younger. Maybe then 51. Doesn't matter. Thing is, they were really nice to me, and we started to do documents right away. Eventually, like, I sent to my agency office all the required, like, data that they need to send me money. So they sent me money, 600 I think, or 700. It was good. And also Netherlands, they gave me government support because I wasn't working, so they gave me like 400 euro, and 200 I needed to give to the host family, and 200 is for me. So I was doing that, but looking back then I should have gave all 400 because I tried like to do cooking, but I wasn't fitting, and I'm a bad cook, and also I wanted like to eat all together because it would be strange, and still like it's not yours kitchen, so in the end I was just eating with them and cooking with Hans mostly because he was retired and he was spending time home while Ines was at work. So anyway, I got my money from the first job, I got help from government with money, and I got it was difficult to do all the documents, but now I'm in Germany, and compared to Germany it was really easy. Not really easy, but easy. And also host family helped me a lot. And after that we found me a job, a student job, to work at H&M as a something with sales, but mostly my task was to do refill, to hang clothes and make it tidy. they didn't want to do CASA thing, like they didn't want me to teach me, because it's a big time investment, you know, in learning and teaching, and they do it only for the workers that will stay for a long time. And my contract was for the 3 months, and I worked there only like months, and that's all. Why I worked there so little time? Because from my work in Ukraine, they like were asking me, are you coming back or not? And I thought, okay, I'm stressed. I live in not in my place, and also I had a problem with communicating with Ines because she thought that I'm spending too much time with Hans, and it was like that. Like we became too close. Like I was, he basically for me he was like my father, with whom I can talk. So, and also I was getting in troubles with men. I think 2 of them, only 2 men there was, that I got in troubles, and I was talking about him about that. And like, because of problem with men, and problem where to live, and problem with communicating with host family, I needed to leave the country. I decided to leave the country because I thought, okay, maybe it will be less stressful. And also I didn't want to lose job in Ukraine. So I thought, okay, we made an agreement with my boss that I'm going abroad for a short period of time. So I didn't want to make any troubles for her, because at my work, there is always work at September. So she wanted me to be there already in August. So I went there in August, I left the country, and I started to work in Ukraine again as a librarian. And the thing is, it will be another separate thing about Flixbus. Oh my god, the trip was so bad. The thing is that you need to change buses. So first I needed to go from Rotterdam to Hamburg, and from Hamburg I need to wait, like in Hamburg I needed to wait for 4 hours or more, and then the next bus, I need to catch the next bus and go to Poland. And then again there is changing buses, there is a change of the bus, and then you go to Ukraine. But I missed the bus, and I don't know, is it my fault or their fault? And also another girl that wanted to go also to Zhytomyr, also she might miss the bus. So we cooperate together and we changed our tickets, and we went, and they gave us tickets that will go from Hamburg to some city in Poland, to Germany, Berlin, and then after Berlin, other city. Oh, my friend is coming. So we did that. The travel was super bad, but it's good that I had a friend, my ex in Berlin, and he helped us to catch the bus in Berlin. And after Berlin we went to Poland. After Poland there was a lot of running around because we needed to change our money to buy another ticket to get to the border, and we're running around with bags, and then we left the bags, and then we picked the bags, and then we walked so much with those bags. Like, don't take too much things with you, never. And then some kind of friend brought us from border to Lviv, and from Lviv my friends picked me up. I spent the night there, and then I paid for again money for the ticket and went to Ukraine. So that's first part.